Hey, how are you? Good afternoon. We're doing something a little different here. It's Beth. We're in Nova Scotia. What's the closest town? I don't know. We're near Canning. We're out in Annapolis Valley. Anyways, this is my great-grandmother's grandfather's marker. And my great-grandmother's grandmother is in here apparently too, but I've been unable to find her. So got a bit of a busy road next to it now, but still a quiet place to spend eternity. We're going to take a drive down to a place. So his last name, that was John Givan, whose grave marker we were just looking at. And we're going to take a walk down, or drive down to a place called Harbourville that used to be called Givanville, or Givan Harbour. My great-grandmother's grandmother, whose name was Fanny, Frances, her maiden name was Hamilton, and I see that one of the main roads in the little town of Harbourville is also Hamilton Road, so plenty of familial artifacts. So it should be fun. I think we're about 20 minutes away, maybe less. Anyways, who's this? Can't read that. What does it say? Lavinia. Okay. Oh, this church here that's all boarded up. So I'm going to show you that real quick. Excuse me, everybody, while I walk through. There's a lot of graves here that you can tell the markers are gone, or maybe they're under the grass, or you can see here there's a lot of places where markers should stand, but they don't. So there's a lot of Moody's here. Now John and Fanny were both born in Ireland. So maybe this is an Irish community. So let's have a peek at this church. And then we'll get in the car, drive down the road. Cornwallis Reformed Presbyterian Covenants Church. Built 1843. So John passed away in 1867, and Fanny passed away in 1880. So yeah, so this church, I'm sure those it's been raised up and put on these pilings, but I'm sure the church itself was here. Okay, we're gonna get in the car. Let's go. Okay, say goodbye to all the Moody's. Cheerio, Moody's. Go see if we can't find Givan Harbour. Hey, I really tried to wipe that, clean that windshield. I hope it's okay. Here we go. We're back on the road. Whoop, whoop. Givan Harbour, here we come. Pardon me, Harbourville. Here's Wellsford. straighten you out a bit there, eh? Give you both sides. of Harbourville. So we'll go up this side and then we'll come back and go up the other side. So I've looked at it on Google Maps, so I know that usually you'd be able to go down and through and around. But hey, this is an adventure. That there's this one real squiggly part, and then it's just straight. Now I thought maybe it was going through a valley, but it looks like it's going up a hill. So yeah, it looks like this is sloughing. Bloop, 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 bloop. So it is August 6th. Nova Scotia is in a drought. It's, oh, this is fun, hey? I've seen these in BC, but this is the first one I've seen here. Switch back like that. I'm gonna switch back. That's what I mean. Anyways, they closed the bush yesterday. Nobody's allowed to go out into the forest until we get a good week of rain. You can tell looking at the corn. Some of the corn as I was driving along really looked like it was drying out a lot. Now can you imagine when it was horse and buggy times? Sorry, I'm switching between conversations here. I'm just thinking of John and Fanny and their, I think they had 11 kids. Not all of them survived. This is not at all unusual for that time. where they lived and where they were buried. There's that massive hill. And church. Like, that's where their church was? Isn't that weird, hey? I think they'd have a church closer to home. On the other side, you probably can't see it very well yet. I would think that's potatoes they're growing on the left there. So I'm wondering if that is looking at the other side of the Bay of Fundy, or if that's another part of the Annapolis Valley. On this side of the Bay of Fundy, like if that's just a big bay. Shirt on there so that you can't so that you don't get that. Doesn't want to listen to my fingers. There's a shirt on there so that you don't get the reflection off of the there, decide to listen to my fingers finally. Okay, good. Yeah, I got a black shirt on there so that you don't get the reflection off the dash. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, I noticed last year, I've been thinking about making this trip for a while, and I noticed last year that a lot of people started putting their houses on the market in this neighborhood. So that bridge coming out must be the reason for that. I wonder if it's being replaced or if it's just coming out and that's the end of that. That would be a bit of a community killer because half the community is on one side of the harbor and the other half is on the other side of the harbor. know where John and Fanny lived. I think that that's a little too much detail to ask for. Oh, the power cord is kind of pulling the phone in one direction. What you got here is some reality. None of that perfect editing stuff that you get in other places. Whoa! And look, the road is just closed just like that. Look at that. Look at that. Local traffic only. Where are local traffic today? Ooh, how come it's cloudy? How come it's cloudy? There we go. Mama said there'd be days like this. Oh, look at that flat. Can you see that flat island out there? That house was for sale. Harbourville Hall. Yeah, road ends. Wow, this is a sweet little place. Look. They're working on the bridge, you guys. They're working on the bridge. Check it out. Excellent. But look. Can we get a look at that? The tide is right out, and there is a boat sitting on the bottom, which is the way that they do it in places like this. Anyways, I'm gonna say goodbye to you here. You can see most of the town looks like it's on the other side. And I'm going to go up and around, and we'll come back down the other side. Is this? Okay, let's say goodbye, and we'll get back together in a minute. Well, here we go. This is Barley Road, apparently. Woo! Maybe that's what they're growing. Anyways, it should take us over to the other side. Little washboard. Oh, it's too bad about the washboard. I wonder if it's better on this side. It is better on this side. I bet. Washboardy. I think I'm going to turn you off. Is it going to get better? Maybe it'll get better. Change of plans. Might as well find ourselves in a cemetery again. This Hamilton Road is right, I just passed it. So we're going to spin around and go back, because Hamilton Road comes right up through town. So we're going to go see if we can do that. If we can just take that road right down into town. Isn't it strange that they would be buried all the way down the other hill? I mean, it must have been about whose church. It was a covenant church, which I think is more of a stricter church. So maybe they were strict beliefs, hey? So here we are, Hamilton Road. So that was Fanny's family, was the Hamiltons. So we'll assume that this was named after Fanny's family. They probably had a farm up here. there. Oh, do you see there's a couple of guinea hens on the side of the road there. Watch out, guineas. Still a pretty happening place. Well, you might not think it's happening. I think it's happening. Ooh, it gets precarious. Ooh, it gets all precarious. But this is fun in the winter. This is so cool, you guys. This is crazy. There's the bridge they're working on that we were at just a few minutes ago. Stop for the traffic, crossing the bridge, okay. These guys are working their little hearts out. Bless their souls. Hey? Let's quick. Oh, look at that. Can I give you a view there? There's nobody behind me. Can you see the boats? Just sitting there. Anyway, let's go. We'll do the town tour and then I'll get out of the car so you can see the boats properly. Purple House, check. Harbourville Trading Company, check. Beach dining, nice. And then it looks like you just climb this hill back out of town. But I want to show you the boats. Mama said there'd be days like this. Alright, let's look at that. This is so exciting, you guys. I love it. It's fantastic. Fundy Breeze, Digby. Yeah, baby. Not that far from Digby. Well, when you got a car, we're not that far. Look at that pink house. I love that. Hold on, it's gonna make lots of noise, isn't it? Hold on, I'm gonna take you out. Please close your ears in case the music starts. Stupid thing. Apologies. We'll try to remember to edit that out, but you know, not great at editing. Okay. There we go. So there's the Harbourville Fish Market. I would say that that is the marina over there too, the dry dock maybe. Lobster trap sitting there. Look at this. The tide is out. These guys working on their boat. Working on the bridge. People are working. I love it. Look at this little boat just hanging down there. What a hoot, you guys. Okay, I'm going to say farewell. Let's drive again soon. Bye.